Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Leroy and today you're watching me build a starter home for The Sims 4. Very popular on the gallery. People want a starter home for under 20,000 simoleons. I do too, but the trick here, or the thing that's different, is that it needs to sleep 16 Sims, as you can see, with 8 bedrooms and obviously 8 double beds. That makes things a little more complicated, and the reason why I did that is I'm just actually calculating if it's viably possible. So I wanted to see if you had 8 bedrooms, how much would it actually cost? And it is possible. So what I'm doing now is just putting a bathroom together. Now, in terms of motivation for doing something so outrageous, basically, after building that 31-hour mansion, which costed like 1.2 million simoleons, you can also watch that on my channel. I kind of felt like if you're doing a rags to riches, we need a rags to start off with. And also, the mansion is so expensive, you probably would need 16 Sims, all working to save up for that mansion. And then you'd probably also need 16 Sims living in the mansion so they could pay the bills. So I was like, let's build them a house to get the thing started. It's almost like a part one. So as you can see, it's actually going pretty fast. The main thing that I basically realized early on is you can reduce the cost a lot on a house if all the rooms are sharing as many walls as possible. Because the more walls you have to create, the more it's going to cost. So that's why you end up with a shape that you're seeing there, because they all need to share as many walls as possible. Another thing that was a goal for this house is that I needed to have as many bathrooms as possible. It would have been so easy to make like an 8-bedroom house with like 1 bathroom, but it just wouldn't have worked. And I think even, to be honest, 3 bathrooms for 8 bedrooms is not a good ratio. It probably should have been 4 bathrooms. I just wasn't able to do it. Maybe I'll crack it in the future. But for particularly if you're going to have like 16 Sims, that's like, 4 Sims a bathroom. No, 6 Sims per bathroom, I should say. So what you're seeing me now is basically make corners for all of the edges. Not only does it give the lot a really good shape, but if it's not needed, you save 60 simoleons each time. So I just saved a ton of money there. And it was also important that I furnished the house as much as possible, that I just didn't give you guys like an empty shell. So it does have a full kitchen, it even will come with a TV eventually. I'm really happy with how it worked out. I will say that this is recorded in 2 parts. It looks kind of tacky now, and I end up fixing a lot of it off camera. And then I was like, oh, this looks really good, I should record this. So when it skips to part 2, the house has a different type of look, but at least you're seeing the main gist of how we constructed it. So the main things is that, just sharing as many walls as possible. Oh, the floor, concrete flooring, which is basically free, because every time you build a box, it gives you a concrete flooring. That is such a hardcore tip for anyone trying to save a few bucks here and there. I mean, it doesn't look great in the bedrooms. As you can see, it's all blue, but you can make it black, and it looks great in the bathrooms, with a white tile. And the white tiles are only 2 simoleons, and since the floor is free, that's a really cheap way to make bathrooms. Another thing that was really important is that the house had lights. I mean, I think it would have been such a cheap trick just to not have lights, and then the game engine kind of feels bad for you and then lights up your house anyway. But I wanted it to be fully furnished as much as possible. Roofing was so hard because you had all those corners, and I was like, how the hell am I gonna roof this thing? So I'm just kind of fixing the windows. I changed the windows later on to the matching ones from Seasons. So I'm just trying to figure out how the heck are we going to make the lot a little bit cheaper, and how the heck am I going to put roofs on these corners. And then I realized you can do the cone shapes, which is great, but as you can see, it's clipping into the windows and the wall. But I figured it out there, and essentially end up with cone boobies as a roof. But I fixed that later on, and I made them a little flatter, as you can see there. So they don't look too bad. I mean, I don't think they look amazing. I feel like I know little SIMSy would probably ace this, but I was never good at roofs, so I'm happy that I just have something, because I was going into this thinking, okay, I might just put a box, a square roof over everything. So as you can see, the house is coming together really well. One thing that's important to note is the Sims only allow you to have a family of 8 Sims by default. So if you want to have a 16 Sim family, you're going to need a mod, and you can just Google one. There's plenty of them for The Sims 4. But I suppose if you want a family of 8, they can all have double beds. But on my Sims gallery, I also have another starter home that has 8 bedrooms with single beds. It's even more furnished in this. There's even a computer and stuff. And if you just want to have a family household of 8 Sims, I'd highly recommend you check that out on the Sims 4 gallery. My Sims username is in the description below. So all I'm doing now is... I actually don't know. What the hell am I doing? What am I... Alrighty, so this is part 2. What the hell was I doing back there? I don't know. So what's changed? The walls look better. I've put wood flooring in. The floors in the bedrooms don't look as bad, although the blue is not a good look. And I've changed the plot of land that we're on so that we could see what it would look like with a pathway to the door. Also, as you can see, I'm changing the tables and chairs. So that looks better, and so more Sims can eat at once. Your Sims, so you can have 2 feeding times for all your 16 Sims. And in terms of expansion packs, I suppose all it needs are Seasons and City Living. Oh, as you can see, I fixed the windows. The windows from Seasons now match the Seasons doors. And I've kind of changed the decorations with the wallpaper in the living room, because I was because the flooring is going to be concrete and vibrant colors, it was going to have kind of a funky balls to the walls type of style. I'm really happy that we got a television into the lot. I'm glad there's a form of entertainment, although it costed so much I had to make a cheaper wall color back there for one of the bedrooms. Another cool thing is the couch actually has a comfort rating at 3, so even though it's kind of ugly and it's pink, at least your Sims will be comfortable when their tushies are sitting on it, because we had to use used beds. The used beds are uncomfortable, so at least the couches will kind of balance that out a tiny bit. I really wanted the house to be as livable as possible, so even all 3 bathrooms don't have the cheapest toilet, they have the one up from that. Yeah, and it's not even the cheapest fridge. It's a new fridge, it's a new stove. All the bedrooms have lights. It's a complete home, and I'm happy. I really hit the limit of making it as cheap as possible. As you can see, I literally came in 25 simoleons under 20,000, because it's 17,975. But when you add the $2,000 for the plot of land, you're basically in at 1975 simoleons. And you even got a bin out in the front. You can see me hustling there, adding my hashtags in to make it go onto the gallery. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think I made it as cheap as I possibly can. It has absolutely everything you need. It has a full kitchen, even entertainment with a television. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. You can download the house off the Sims gallery with my username LCInsightsIE. It's in the description below. Also, let me know in the comments below if you're able to make a 16 Sim house even cheaper than this. I'd be really curious to see it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for future updates, and you can watch more of my videos right now.